What? We're good.
Hello and welcome to Shaheen and Erica's Shit Show Extravaganza. This is our first podcast. It only took about how long? An hour and a half for us to set up.
It's no big deal.
Just shows you how tech savvy we are in Hong Kong. But yeah, so in case you don't know, even though I think the only people that are going to hear this are our friends, I'm Shaheen.
I'm Erica.
And we just like to waste our time.
Yeah.
Basically why we made a podcast.
Yeah, I have no future. Might as well.
Yeah, also we can't shit talk that much because, again, the only people watching this are our friends. So.
If you're listening to this, guys, I love you.
All of you. Especially you, Erica.
Oh, I miss her. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So what's the...
Okay, so we decided on the topic of ghosts.
Oof.
And by we, I mean Erica decided on the topic of ghosts. Can you please explain what went through your mind?
I love ghosts.
Great. I love the origin story of this.
Spooky stuff is year-round, man.
Yeah, I mean, Halloween is just around the corner.
It's pretty, like, next week, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, depending on where you live, it's Halloween every day. But,
a good ghost
originally our first topic was supposed to be K-pop. We cannot guarantee the existence of our special guests. Momo from Twice and literally anyone from BTS. But eventually we will get a hold of them and have a pretty fun K-pop themed podcast. But anyway, so ghosts.
Yeah.
What are they? Why do they exist?
Do they exist?
I don't fucking know. But we did ask, should we go through what people say? No, first what we would do as ghosts.
Yeah.
So when you posed the question, I could not think of anything that made sense.
Yeah, same here.
Because, like, if I were to haunt people, I'd haunt people that piss me off, right?
Uh-huh.
To what end? Like, where am I gonna go with this? I don't know, man. Like, the answers we got from a lot of the people were pretty good.
Yeah.
But, like, I couldn't think of much to do as a ghost. Enact the entire ghost movie, but with Albert? I don't know, maybe.
You should do it.
That pottery scene. God, that would be so homoerotic. It would be great. Great TV.
So it sounds like you do know what you would do if you were a ghost.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't want to say it up front.
It's okay.
I'm hiding my feelings. What would you do as a ghost?
Honestly,
and why?
I don't know what I would do either. Like, I'm dead, so nothing really matters.
I think therapy could still help, though.
Yeah, but like, what if the therapist can't see me? Then it doesn't really help, does it?
Yeah, nobody can see John Cena, but he's doing great on his own.
Yeah, but he's not a ghost. He's just invisible.
Oh man, there's so much about wrestling I want to talk about.
Different podcast for a different day.
Yeah.
I think.
By the way, we didn't mention this, but I am currently in Dubai. I forgot I was supposed to mention it in the beginning, but what our introduction. I'm in Dubai for a day, babysitting my sister so she can hang out with her friends.
Wow. Is that what rich people do? Just leave the country?
I mean, it's like going to fucking LA. It's right there.
Oh,
but, you know what really pisses me off about Dubai before we continue?
Yes.
So I went I grabbed some dinner for myself and then went back to the hotel room. And then I went to dim something, the Taiwanese dim sum place.
Uh-huh.
It's in La Jolla, but there's also one here. And when I went to the one in La Jolla, it was like 90% pork on the menu. So when I went to the one here, they asked me if I have any allergies or any like special dietary condition. And I said, well, I'm Muslim, therefore I don't eat pork. And then these foreign workers just laugh at my face like, there's no pork. I'm like, where do you draw the line? Because you know what? I'm here in my hotel room and they have alcohol in the room. So I don't know, why is alcohol okay and then pork, you draw the line there? Dubai, please, make sense. Like, I look like a fool saying, I don't eat pork. And they're like, pork. Anyway, would you like some alcohol to go? Like, it really pissed me off, really grinds. This is what I would do as a ghost, okay? Be a politician in Dubai, because I need to fix this. Please make one decision.
You're a ghost. What do you mean? Why would you become a politician if you're already dead?
Aren't all politicians like dead from the inside anyway?
Possibly.
Except Bernie Sanders. He's dead from the outside too.
Oh man.
I miss him. Anyway, this is not a political podcast.
I think the typical response for being a ghost is like to haunt people like you hate, but like I feel like that's a waste of time. Like I'd rather spend it watching the people I care about, but even then I think that's boring because they're boring.
Again, to what end? Like, is there like a is there like a time frame? Like, oh, you get to be a ghost for the next 5 years, use it wisely, or is it like you infinitely just roam Earth until an exorcist just banishes you to another realm?
Yeah, man, maybe you can just like call it quits one day and be like, I guess I'm done.
You can't just call it quits.
How you gonna
call it quits? Log out? You can't.
No, you float to heaven or sink to hell.
You float to really? Like, what about bad people? I don't think half of us deserve to go to heaven.
They're gonna sink to the center of the earth, aka hell.
That's such a okay.
Like just when they're like, well, you know what? I did what I wanted to do, so.
Like Earth got boring. Gotta go torture myself for an eternity. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Satan. Thanks, Satan from Wreck-It Ralph. Thanks, Satan. Okay, so should I read and then analyze what some people have said? I will not reveal who those people are, out of respect. Some of them are pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to hide it. Let's see. The first answer we got was what they would do as a ghost would listen to our podcast, which is flattering, but also you could do alive.
Yeah, you don't need to kill yourself and die for that.
But you, like, I appreciate it. Like, what else are you gonna do if you can't go to heaven or hell? If you don't want to go to hell, just listen to our podcast. That's equally as bad.
True limbo.
Yeah, truly limbo. Yes.
Man.
But yeah, that's a pretty good one to start with.
Thank you.
Another one that we had, the second one was make friendships.
With who?
Now, the big question is there like a Facebook group where ghosts just meet up, or like a dating site, blackghostmeet.com? Like, I don't know, is there any? Like, what do you do? How do you befriend people?
That's like, do you try to befriend other ghosts, or do you befriend humans or dogs?
It's literally every haunting. I think every haunting is just someone trying to, like a ghost trying to befriend people of the house.
Oh.
And people just freaking the fuck out.
I see. That makes sense.
Except Kapser.
With the cake.
Kapser, the friendly ghost. So that's pretty, So the third one we got was unique, to say the least. It's secretly put money in the pockets of people who are feeling down.
I don't want to be the one, but like, you're a ghost. Where are you getting this money? Are you stealing it and then putting it?
Also, I still don't understand the full concept of ghosts, because they're like, they can pass through walls, but they can also touch people. Is it by will?
In our world, yes.
Okay.
In the context of what we're asking, it seems like it's by will.
Okay. Well, it says pockets of people who are feeling down. Are they good people? or are they just bad people? Like, for example, no, that's too extreme. Let's let's remove any racist jokes. What if, for example, I ran over someone, but instead of dealing with it, I decided to hit and run because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to pay no fines. And then I'm walking down the street. I'm really sad. I'm feeling down. Am I just gonna find money in my pocket? Am I just gonna morally feel bad, but then make profit off of it, or is it just good people that are feeling down?
I feel like the ghost would have to have great intuition or knew the person.
What about homeless people? Do you think it's gonna fix where is he getting the money from? Money can't just pop up out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you stealing this?
Is he like Robin Hood? Is he like robbing people?
Maybe he's like going to banks, taking the money, and then like putting them in. I'm not entirely sure.
That kind of sounds like anonymous.
Man, I mean, it's a nice
anonymous or ghost.
It's a nice gesture. Like you want to be positive. Like a lot of people said they would haunt the people they hate. This person's trying.
It's good that you're putting, you're bringing wealth to those in need of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably to buy weed and drugs.
Yeah.
With,
maybe if we give it to only children. Like what?
Jeff Bezos has a bad day, finds more money in his pocket. It'd be a good time.
Well, this ghost didn't think this through.
It's like the most, he just doesn't understand the concept of class. He just hands out money to anyone. Oh man, that'd be funny.
Oh.
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, what's the next one?
The next one is watch movies at the theater without paying for the ticket. It's also called piracy for a lot of people that do that.
I'm calling the ghost
But
cops.
no, I agree. Like, honestly, if you just don't want to do anything as a ghost, I would just stay in a movie theater and just watch movies.
Yeah. Movies?
That would be a good time.
Movie theaters are expensive too, so that'd be great.
Yeah, it used to, in Kuwait, it used to cost 1 KD, which is around $3. And now it's about the soul of a 3-year-old just to watch a movie.
I mean, it's $14 here, so take what you can get.
Yeah. And then if you go to one of those fancy theaters.
Oh, God.
Okay, I love the theater that we went to.
For Incredibles 2?
What's it called again? Yeah, for Incredibles 2. It's the theater where you can lay down and they bring food. It's a nice ass theater.
Cinnamon?
But if I'm paying that much for the price, can you at least decrease the price of the food? Why is the popcorn more expensive than the ticket? This is not capitalism. This is bad. This is not okay. We paid I don't mind being a ghost in that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind haunting the McDonald's either.
The fanciest McDonald's in San Diego.
Dude, it had a chandelier. That's not normal.
Yeah, I think that's the first. That's the first time I've eaten McDonald's in the States. I've had their McFlurries. That doesn't count. But I've had the first time having a McDonald's burger.
Really?
Because usually I avoid it. If I'm gonna eat a burger, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out, then Shake Shack, or any of those Annie's Burgers.
Damn.
McDonald's is not my first choice.
But chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets? I mean, they're alright.
I'm gonna eat chicken nuggets after this.
You should. I'm just saying, when I eat chicken nuggets, I feel like they take a part of my appendix with it, which I don't need, but it still feels wrong, But yeah. So should we move on to the next picture?
Yeah.
Answer. So this one is a personal attack. I'll reveal who did this one. It's in Arabic, and it says in Arabic, turn off the AC.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, because when I was posting the question on Instagram, I was hanging out at home, and my sister was freezing her ass off. And she kept asking me to turn off the AC. And I would refuse because we live in the desert. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
So, she decided to respond with that. Clever. I'll take it. A huge waste of time as a ghost, though. Just to go turn off ACs. Like, that's, whew. Like, definitely a waste of time. No. But it's better than doing nothing, I guess.
Like, it's geared specifically towards you, so anytime you turn the AC off, she's gonna turn it off.
That would legitimately lead to suicide. I'm not even joking. Like, that's how you haunt me, is you put me in a... Cause my room in my house here is like 2 huge windows. So without AC, it's basically a fucking human-sized microwave. I'm ready to be cooked. I tan through the windows. Like, that's how bad it is.
Damn.
So if she ever did that as a ghost, I'm fucked.
Dude, that's pretty good when you think about it. Like, if you were to successfully haunt someone you don't like, I think this is the type of approach. You do it slowly but surely, like they're gonna get annoyed and just kill themselves.
Methodically just get into their heads. Like, she would wait until I sleep and then turn off the AC. Like, or I cook under the blanket.
I think what would be good for...
Like a very wet burrito. Like, just disgusting.
Like, if a ghost were to haunt me and, like, they really wanted to piss me off into suicide, it would just be a constantly me hearing someone eat with their mouth open. Like, I hear, like, the smacking and then I just, like, shift and no one's there. And then I get very upset and I just kill myself. Because I can't stand the sound of people eating with their mouth open. So...
Dogs naturally do that, and it pisses me off, but it shouldn't.
I try to ignore...
Like, there's these cute, like, dog videos on Facebook and shit. Mm-hmm. And then the dog would be eating, like, a fucking apple, and it just... And I'm like, please, eat with your mouth. But, like, how are you going to explain that to a dog?
It's like, slam its jaw shut.
Slap the dog and just feel bad afterwards.
Oh, man.
Then you feel bad and then a ghost puts money in your pocket.
It comes full circle. Ghosts are working together.
You know that meme where it says step 1, slap a dog, step 2, feel bad, step 3, question mark, step 4, profit.
Step 4, profit.
It's basically what's happening here.
Oh, man.
Okay, so the next one is, it just says float to space. This is an atheist, I think. If they don't believe in heaven, and they just keep going upward, and they just arrive in space.
Do you think a ghost...
What next?
A ghost could get sucked into a black hole?
I have no fucking idea. I really don't. I don't know what would happen.
I'm curious, like, to see what would happen.
We should test it.
Send the ghost out.
Wait, let me go jump out of this 21-story building. See what happens.
See,
I'm already up in space.
My issue with, like, floating in space as a ghost is, like, you're gonna get bored. And then you can't do anything about that because you're dead and you don't believe in heaven or hell, obviously. So you're just stuck there. Are you sure you want that for the rest of eternity? Like,
but they could do one of 2 things. One, they could scare the shit out of astronauts. Like the International Space Station can just be an entire horror movie.
Question:
and,
Does the laws of gravity apply to ghosts, or like what's up?
They don't even apply to ghosts here. Like I don't know what happened in space.
Like, can they like swim through the galaxies? Like, that's what I want to know.
Perhaps, if they believe hard enough, I don't know. But another thing is they could be Earth's first line of defense if there's ever aliens.
First line of defense?
First line of defense. They'd like approach us and then they just see this ghost floating around and they say, mm-mm.
Nope, gotta go back.
I don't know if they're too advanced or too primitive. Either way, I don't want to deal with it. They just drop into our internet and they just see the memes. Get a fucking aneurysm attack just hearing Ray. They say, "Oh, what the fuck kind of language is this one? It's the most widely spoken language in the it's neither English or any other language."
What does this mean?
God, our meme pictures are going to be like hieroglyphics to them.
Yeah.
But I love the it's free real estate. I love that one.
It's free.
That was great.
When you're a ghost, everything's free real estate.
Technically correct, yes. Next picture. Again, another personal attack. It just says haunt you. They would haunt me.
Damn,
well, thanks to my sister, they know how to haunt me now. It's gonna be a group effort now. It's gonna be a coalition of ghosts.
Someone's gonna like morph into a dog and eat.
And just chew with their mouth open as a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, when I posted the picture on Instagram for this one, I don't know if people noticed this. I thought it was a good little Easter egg. But I posted a Disney picture of me smiling like there's no tomorrow, but there was tomorrow. And then in the background was the big wheel with Mickey Mouse's face on it. But I edited it and it's not like a normal Mickey Mouse picture. It's like this demented, angry looking Mickey Mouse, and I don't think anyone noticed.
I know I didn't.
I put in so much effort in these.
It's rough.
I cry at night. Wait, let me send it to you. You have to. I cry at night for different reasons. I'm just saying.
But that particular night was the reason why.
I have a list of things that I cry about, and then I just lay down and then look at the list on my phone like, oh yeah, wah, and then I start crying. And then when I finish that, I check it off the list, give it another 5 minutes, and then I cry over the next thing. This was one of the things. Do you see Demented Mickey?
Oh, okay.
See, that's pretty good.
Oh. Dang.
But here's the thing. If you didn't know how to haunt me, like my sister, I think eventually just being around me would like reverse haunt you. It would make you uncomfortable. I sometimes sit by myself in my room and then freak myself out. Like a chihuahua, I would just move and I'm like, what the fuck happened? See, I feel like that's what would happen if there was just someone trying to scare me. They don't know about my stories. They don't know what I've seen.
Oh man.
They don't know my life.
You don't know my past.
You don't know my past.
Okay, reel it in.
Let's go to the next topic. Here's a more honest one. I like the ones that were like, I'm not gonna bullshit you. He just said, most probably stalk people. Straight up.
Yeah.
I think that's the first thing you do as a ghost. I think the first thing you do is like, let's go freak people out, you know?
If I become a ghost instantly, like, the moment I'm dead, I'm a ghost, I'm gonna attend my own funeral and see who cries for me.
And then you just stalk the people that didn't?
Yeah, I'd be like, why was this bitch not sad? And just wait until they have their breakdown.
And then kick them while they're...
Yeah, turn the AC off.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I wanna maybe tell my mom I'm okay. That too.
That's gonna probably put her in a heart attack if you do that.
Like, take her lipstick and write on the mirror, I'm okay, Erica.
But it starts smearing and looks like blood. She's like, I know my daughter isn't in heaven, we're fucked.
Man.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, and this is just tooting my own horn, a lot of these pictures are just really bad cropping, and I think it just makes me laugh every time I look at them. It's like the epitome of, oh man, I really don't know what to do. And I did this all on my phone, so it looks like I did it on my phone. Okay, the next one is in Arabic as well. And it says, I will travel around the world. again, probably the best way to use up your time. If you're a ghost given 5 years before you have to choose, or you're sent to the next life.
Do I have to fly, or like, am I walking there? Like, do I have to also get on an airplane?
I feel like if you get on an airplane, it's faster than just floating to the country. Like, honestly, like, I don't know how fast ghosts are, but if Ghostbusters is any indication, it's gonna take a while to get to Guatemala. I don't have time to waste. Like, technically I do. I have the rest of my ghost life, but
it would be nice to
what a bore.
To go to China without a visa.
Just end up in Chicago. Just basically hell.
It'd be nice, I think.
That would be fun. And nobody gives you crap. Like, there's no racism. Probably, but you won't be the direct, victim of racism when you go to countries. You're just going to be floating around.
But if you get lost as a ghost, it's kind of sad.
You can't ask for directions. You don't have... Maybe there's a Google Maps version for ghosts.
Oh, man. Maybe you just become all-knowing once you're a ghost, so you know where...
Nah, that's too OP. That's too OP. I don't think people would be given that right. You gotta work.
You gotta work for that.
You gotta work for... I mean, how is that one making money? Like, you gotta work for it somehow. Get a job. That's pretty wild.
Get a job at a haunted house.
Is that even a job, or is it just the rest of your life?
Who knows?
It's the ghost trying to make friends. It's like, hello, and then they just run away. So, the next one is also pretty specific. It says, I pet every dog I pass by. And then in quotations, or not in quotations, in parentheses. Whenever there's something in parentheses, I feel like it's whispering to me, so I'd pet every dog I pass by and steal them for my dog island. So if there's a ghost out there that owns an island filled with dogs, I think Disney just wrote their next movie idea.
Oh my god.
Or Pixar. That sounds like Pixar.
There's like a world epidemic of dogs going missing.
And then it's just a haunted island.
Okay, not to be mean, but I think that's pretty selfish, because if you have an island full of dogs, you have to feed them. And you can't obviously provide because you're a ghost.
I mean, if you can steal the goddamn creatures, you can probably pick up a few bananas or eat and drop them on the island.
Could you imagine someone stealing the dog?
Right in front of your salad, they just pick them up.
And you just see a dog floating in the air.
And the ghost starts sprinting to an island. Like, not even floating, they're just sprinting. With the dog under their arm like a football.
Yeah, and they're like, what the fuck?
Like, that's pretty haunting too. That's like up there with turning up the AC. If you just see your pet dog just fucking being swiped in front of you.
Oh my god. I would scream. Oh, that's good.
And it's pretty, like, specious. Like, if you had a dog and a cat, you just pulled away and the cat just confused as fuck, dude. Like, am I not good enough? But I think if it's, like, an island for homeless dogs, that's pretty sick. That's pretty
yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's not like robbing people's dogs in their houses. Like, it's a ghost that's so subconscious of the fact that it's not a ghost. Like, it doesn't believe it's a ghost. So it, like, tries to sneak into the house instead of just going through the walls. Like, opens the window, tries to sneak in.
They say, like...
Fucking rolls on the floor.
The post did say, like, for every dog they pass by, so, like, they pass by a house with a dog inside, so,
like, they hear the dog fucking bark, and they just crash through the window, like a SWAT team.
That'd be good.
That would be a good ghost story. My dog just got picked up around.
Oh man.
I feel like the ghost would be against, again, Chihuahuas. I feel like Chihuahuas are not favored.
Yeah.
So the next one I'm sorry, did you want to say something else?
No, I wouldn't steal chihuahuas. That's it.
Nobody would. I don't think even chihuahuas like themselves. Anyway. So, the next one is a pretty wholesome one. It says, be around my loved ones and witness their lives.
Yeah, see, no, that's me attending my own funeral.
And just being around your family. And then you see, well, I mean, here's the issue. If you were, let's say, staying in your house, and then let's assume that you didn't die at this age. You died a few years from now. Maybe you got married, maybe you had, right? And then you see your motherless children grow up, and then you're like watching over the house. But like if you're just watching over them, and then your children go through that age period where
no,
they don't want, they don't want to be seen.
I think I'll leave the room.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be uncomfortable for everybody.
I'll go watch my husband.
And then you see your husband fucking remarry.
Oh man. How did
I make this post like depressing?
I personally would prefer to have my spouse move on than to be sad.
To move on?
Yeah, I'd rather have them move on.
Definitely. I mean, you're dead. What are you gonna do?
Like, I'll be angry. I'll be angry, but like, you know.
Like every now and then you'll trip him over going to his car or something. And you key his car every now and then.
Probably
knock over his food.
His new wife go insane.
Run her over every now and then.
Turn off the AC.
I'm going to marry your ex-husband.
Oh man. Would it be like, so like, what if like, you know, you do that and then suddenly your husband dies and he becomes a ghost and he sees you and then he finds out you've been watching him the entire time?
He's probably going to feel very violated. Unless the second he dies, sprint to that dog island. Like, you don't even look back.
He's the one that's just stealing dogs. He's just moved on.
So, the next one, again, is a personal attack. It just says, I will scare the hell out of you.
Turn off the AC.
No, scare the hell out of me. That wouldn't scare me. That just bothers me. What would scare me?
I don't know. What scares you?
Oh man, it's been a while. What does scare me? Oh fuck, what does scare me?
Like, if you were, so say you were in a room, like it was just you by yourself, and like you just started hearing like scratches on the wall, but like would that scare you?
I think I would just be ready for whatever to eat my ass. Like, I'm not even... I've experienced shit like that before, so I don't know.
Oh.
Man.
Or like, someone knocking on your door, and then you open it, and like, no one's there, and then it just keeps happening until like...
But see, I wouldn't open the door without peeking. Like, through a peephole.
Okay, so then you don't open it, but you see through it, and no one's there. Like, would that scare you?
You know what freaks me out? Cats in heat. I don't like cats in heat. They're too horny, and they raise their tails and start rubbing it. Please, I don't know you like this. Get away from me.
This makes me angry.
I don't like this. I'm not Shane Dawson, please.
It's gonna the ghost is gonna lure cats in heat towards you.
Oh man, that would terrify the shit out of me. Mainly because I'd be surprised there's a cat in my home to begin with.
Now there's like 60 cats in your home.
I'm like, please, and I don't mind if they're cats, but if they're in heat, I'm fucked. Like, that's just terrifying. They start like meowing, and I don't speak their language, but I know they're saying something wrong. God. I'm a God-fearing virgin, okay? I don't need those cats in my life. God, fucking. I hate my friend who had a cat and kept doing that. I'm like, please send your horny cat away.
Alright.
Just dispel it.
Now they know how to haunt you.
God, what a weird way to haunt someone. Here's another one. It's learn everyone's secrets. This is, I think, amongst the things that people would just naturally do.
Yeah.
I think people would be inclined to gather information just to fuck people over while they're haunting them. Unless you're not gonna do any of that, and you just want to learn because you like the tea, you know?
Like me.
You're like, ooh, what'd she say? You know, like you really want to find out what's happening.
Yeah.
Because I don't, like, you can, maybe that's how shit starts. Like, oh, I heard from someone, and it's just the ghost, like, whispering shit in people's ears when they're sleeping.
Subconsciously telling them false rumors.
Yeah, gently rubbing one nipple so they can actually, like, really drive that thought home.
So they really remember.
So when they get mad, they get slightly mad and aroused. It's basically how every issue I've seen happen.
That ghost is a freak.
The ghost is a freak. Okay, so the next one is just listen to jazz.
Was that? I don't want to ask who that was, but they're a loser.
It's one of our asshole friends.
Yeah. Whoever you are, you're a fucking loser.
Okay, so here's the funny part, is I don't know if people noticed this in my post.
Oh, God.
But in the very bottom, the very fucking bottom, there's a small little text for the people that do get the joke.
Did you say Jazz can suck my ass?
Jazz can suck my ass. That's exactly what I said. In very small text at the bottom, I said, Jazz can suck my ass.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much it.
That's a, like, you could, like, are you gonna go listen to, like, CDs, or are you gonna see it live? Because you might as well see it live. It's free.
See it live, and then go find somewhere out there in the world where they're screening the B movie. And just enjoy both.
Yeah, jazz.
No. Okay, so the next one, wait, how are you doing on time? Are we good, bad, maybe?
It's been 36 minutes.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Still got time.
Yeah.
The next one says, attend every Twice concert for free.
Oh, I wonder who said that.
I mean...
You know what? That's smart. Like...
They're pretty expensive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, dude, you could just sit on stage and watch them.
Oh, that would be good. But be careful, like, if they bump into you and you're not in your full ghost form, and you trip one of them and end their careers...
Oh, man, that's
hefty. Fucked up.
You can't...
That's fucked.
That's when you float to space.
Like, you're supposed to support them, and then you just do that to them.
I think I would become the 10th member of Twice as a ghost. It's bringing something new to K-pop. Like, they never saw this coming.
Like, you'd slightly materialize so that if people watch the footage over and over, you have the phantom member.
I feel like the members of Twice would get really scared and, like...
See, I feel like this is some really out there plot for an idol anime, which Jackie obviously will be directing. I trust his input the most.
Man, yeah.
I mean, Twice slaps, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And the next one is a pretty common one too. I'd move people's things around so that they're always losing them. For example, and this is between parentheses, keys, phone, wallet.
Oh yeah, the keys. How many times have I been late because I can't find my keys?
Probably some asshole ghost.
Or like, you know, when you like do your laundry and then like you could have sworn you put both socks in and then you take it out and it's gone. Like
do you know Joey Salads?
Yes.
He did a Vine back when he was a little bit funny. He did a Vine where he like looks for his sock, one of his missing, like one of the missing socks. Uh-huh. He says, "I swear I had two in here." And then the next scene is a sock in the back of a cab, and the cab driver's like, "I'm right too, my friend." And then nothing happens, and he says, "The silent type, I like it." And then they just drive off.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Joey Salads needs to go back to being a good Joey Salads.
Wait, is he the one
that stages like near rape situations so you can prove?
Michaela, are you crazy?
Are you out of your mind? But yeah, it's still entertaining in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think another thing as a ghost I would do and this personally pisses me off, so anyone who is going to be a ghost, here's another way you can piss me off. Move my shit, not like keys falling on, like move like the TV a centimeter every day. Like just slightly tilted. And then eventually I feel like I'm out of place when I'm sitting on my couch. Cause it happens every now and then, like whenever they clean my room and the couch kind of slightly moves a little bit and I'm sitting down, I'm like, am I at an angle? Am I going to break my neck? It's not even that big of an angle. I just feel uncomfortable. It feels dirty. It feels like my spine is contorted. I don't like it.
That's good.
Okay, the next one is like really something special. And I think you can guess who this is. I'm not going to say who it is, but you can guess. And he says, play with my ghost pee-pee and release ectoplasm all over the SDSU campus in protest of the mascot.
I gotta be real with you. I don't know who the hell would say that.
This is a political statement. What did they do with the mascot? Did they finally change the ass?
I don't know.
This person knows way too much. He's the unsung hero that we all need.
I know. I really want to guess who this is.
I mean, you should know.
Only
one person uses this poetic language.
I have a feeling.
Don't guess now. Guess later.
Okay. I'll
Let's not put him on unless the person would like to be on the spotlight, which maybe, probably.
We don't.
But anyway.
I'll guess. I'll guess later.
Yeah, I mean a political statement against the. Okay, without getting too deep.
Is that a political statement, or is that like sexual assault?
It's a little bit of both.
Because, the mascot is a real person, so, like...
in protest of the mascot, because people want to change the mascot, because they're saying that you can't use Native Americans as a mascot or something. Right. Like, you know how the Redskins are being changed, and you can't say Redskins, yeah. I don't think Aztecs is a bad term. It's literally people.
Yeah.
And it's being celebrated. I get that it's kind of commercialized in a sense as a mascot. And I don't know, maybe if they had Arabs, I don't know. Maybe I would be probably not. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's social justice kind of situation. We're not a political podcast. But yeah, that's a situation. I see where they're coming. Probably just trolling. I don't know if he actually feels this way about the mascot.
It probably doesn't. If it is who I think
if it's anyone in our group of friends, yes. Probably doesn't.
They probably don't care.
Yeah. This one is an interesting one. This one is probably the most unique one that I heard. Mm-hmm. Which is, I would freelance my abilities as services and charge humans.
Damn.
You remember how you said, how do they make money? This is how they make money.
Oh, so then they give it to people who are sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
or fund a dog island.
Because if you
I don't know if this entire ghost community is one community.
Yeah, because if
how they work together.
If you do this and you charge people, like, what's the point of having that money if you don't need it? Because you're a ghost. But like, if you're gonna give
maybe you can invest and stuff.
Why does it matter? You're dead.
Stocks, those are pretty big.
You know what? Actually, this reminds me. I asked this question to my friend last night, and he asked, like, am I a dead ghost, or am I a Danny Phantom ghost?
Nobody's a Danny Phantom ghost, okay? But, you're dead.
No, but what if?
What if that's a whole different era? That's a superhero.
I don't know.
We can't delve into superheroes yet.
No, I mean, it's not being...
Avenge the Fallen.
Just go up his asshole.
Just go up his ass, man. Just do it. Oh, man, it's going to be a good movie. But anyway, 3 hours long, was it?
Yeah,
Or
3
did
hours.
they say it's over 2 hours? 3
hours,
my God.
I don't know, man. That's like the Titanic. Split into two VCRs.
Or King Kong. I don't know if you ever experienced this, but back then there used to be, like, at least in theaters in Kuwait, there used to be a bathroom break.
No, we don't have that. They're like, you gotta power through this, man.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore, but back then I remember, like, King Kong was 3 hours and the bathroom break hour and a half in.
Man, I hope they do that for us.
Now you gotta power through. I mean, 3 hours shouldn't be anything, honestly.
It's like a long drive, but still.
Just don't eat so much. I hate people that buy the biggest drink, and then when they finish drinking, they're like, oh, I need to pee, like 5 minutes in. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually just get popcorn and suffer.
I usually get Maltesers and then feel bad about the sugar. Man, I remember I went to AMC and I was surprised to find Maltesers. And then when I got one, they said, oh, here's the other one. I said, I didn't buy two. And they said, no, it comes free with the first one. And I said, oh my God, thank you. It was top 3 moments of my life. It's like up there, you know, highlights. Like if there was a highlight reel of the best moment of my life, it would be there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, we gotta get rid of this shit.
Like, nobody buys this shit. Americans don't know what Maltesers are. The next one is another common one I think a lot of people would do. But this one, okay, I'll just tell you what it is and then I'll tell you my issue with it, which is stalk my crush. This is where it hurts, is you're stalking them, but what can you do then?
You know what? This person obviously wasn't dead, but like I found out on Thursday that my professor's aunt, she had a boyfriend and they broke up just because it wasn't working out, but she still really wanted to be a part of his life. So once he got a new girlfriend, she became friends with that girlfriend and now she's part of their lives and like they have like that ex-boyfriend has children and like she hangs out with them from time to time. It's kind of weird.
It's fucking wild.
Like, talk about not moving on.
That's like, I mean, sometimes when you feel something about someone, it's kind of hard to look past it, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People go through shit, I guess.
But like, oh man. But yeah, so stalking your crush as a ghost.
What?
Like stalking your crush as a ghost. Like, I feel like that hurts more than anything.
Unless you're one of those like creepy stalkers where you make sure that they never end up in a relationship.
Oh, that's
like
terrible.
Either mine or your no one's. I mean, that's a good ghost story though. Like that would be a good horror.
That's annoying.
I mean, when you're being haunted by a ghost, I hope it's not a pleasant experience.
I guess. That doesn't change the fact that I'd be annoyed.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is the truest statement for any guy out there. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they want to give the entire homeless population a home. But like, this is definitely what most guys would do. And I'm ashamed to be a part of it, but at the same time, he preached the truth. This person said, sneak around when girls are changing clothes. Like, I was surprised I didn't see this earlier, but at the same time, but this is an anonymous answer, so the person was like, I'm safe if I just post this answer.
Joke's on you, we're about to out you right now, pervert.
That's right. I can't even come up with a joke name. Casper in the but yeah, like, probably most guys would do this. I mean, oh man, this is gonna take a weird turn. Like, what do ghosts do? Do they like beat their ghost meat? Like, where does it happen?
Well, clearly that one person said they would have their ectoplasm.
Would you even get aroused at that point? You're not even. There's no bones. How do you get a bone with no bones?
I don't know, man. I don't know how they feel as ghosts.
Yeah, 20 questions, so little answer. I mean, if you watch Ghost, the movie with Patrick Swayze, you can tell he was getting, getting it on, but not all ghosts are like that. Again, not to mention the most prominent ghost in the world, Kapser. He's naked, so I don't. But anyway, I really don't know what would happen. And this is the last one, and it's similar to the one that we had before, phrased differently. This one is, I'd be a guardian, in quotations, angel, to my descendants.
Oh, yeah. That was the last one I saw.
Yeah, and this one is similar to the one where I watch over my family.
Well, that assumes you had kids before you died.
Yeah. So Descendants, I'm assuming you're looking over your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. You see all of them go through that phase, and you're just scarred for life and just wish you could move on.
What if, like, one of them becomes a heroin addict? Would you try to intervene and try to stop them, or would you like, damn, that sucks?
Or would you just tighten the thing and put the needle? You don't know.
Like, yeah. Maybe the reason why
what if they're like drug addicts because they constantly ghost their animals?
Yeah, that's probably it. It's like the Haunting on Hill House.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, I don't want to fuck up my descendants. Me also fucking up my descendants.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it would turn out.
I think if one of my descendants owns a beach house that is usually left empty throughout the year, or like whatever, rented out, I'd go stay there, and then when a wedding happens, I'll be there. I won't watch over them all the time. Maybe if one of them does get into trouble, I'll try to intervene, but it's gonna be more like Angels on the Outfield instead of whatever creepy shit most people do.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna say don't do it, and then that fucks them up. Like how Mufasa shows up for Simba. Is that a ghost? Oh, was Simba just taking another needle of heroin? Jungle gets scared. Not the jungle. The
safari.
The safari gets really dangerous sometimes. Especially when I don't know. I don't want to get into Lion King because lions are weird.
I mean,
like there's some heavy incest in their tribes. I don't like it.
Cats. I think you're just a cat hater.
Ah man, no. See, because tiger is one of my favorite animals.
Ugh. Fickle.
Tigers are so cool.
Fickle.
What the fuck you just call me?
Fickle.
Don't. Okay, so that brings an end to the people segment.
Actually, I have like one more.
Oh wait, my apologies. How about you say yours? I forgot that 2 people responded to my Facebook post.
Oh.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. So like, I just have like 2. The first one is like, there's no animosity to this. Like, once you hear it, you know who said it. But
there's animosity in this. Okay.
Keep Joe safe from adulterers. Parentheses. Parentheses. Albert. I wonder who said that.
I think that's not a ghost thing, that's more of a prayer. I think that's a genuine prayer if I ever heard one.
And then the second one was, well, they said haunt the shit out of Nazis. And then be helpful for nice people. Like, turn off their stoves for them when they forget and find lost stuff. That's what they said.
I think that's just eliminating natural selection. I think this is why pandas are still alive. Like, it's the same reason.
Did you know that the pandas are going back to China?
Good.
Because they're not endangered anymore?
Get out of our country. I'm joking. I'm not. They're not in my country. I'd love if we had more pandas. They're lovely creatures. Stupid as fuck, but lovely. There's the one where the panda falls off the tree. Never gets old. So the two responses I got on Facebook, one of them was, do random shit around the house and drive people crazy. Similar to the one that we had before. Mm-hmm. Definitely, you know. I mean, who's your target though? Are just going to, let's say random, but do you go into just random people's houses? Is it the same as the picking up dogs and running around? Like,
I would go to houses like with like families that are like super religious. Because like, you know, you're not a demon. Like you're not, like the crossings are going to burn you if you touch it. So like, I would go to like super religious people houses.
What would they assess you as? They're not going to assess you as a guardian angel though.
No, they're probably gonna think I'm like a poltergeist or a demon, but in reality, I'm just a fucked up ghost. It's
someone that can't move on. The last response I got was, simple, straight to the point. It just says, walk away.
Where would you walk?
Walk away from this life. Just, I ain't a ghost no more. And just walk away.
Where would you go?
Drop your gang sign. Drop your bandana. Just walk away. You're done.
Where the fuck are you going? You're just gonna walk?
I don't know. At least no one float on space or float to space at a destination. Just walk away. Where are you gonna go? Just walk away. Move on. Go to the next life. Find the next adventure. Like, walk away into the sunset. I just imagine a ghost, not even like trying to walk away, like it's shimmying its shoulders, but it doesn't have any legs.
It just walks away.
So just shimmying toward the sunset.
Just walk away. You can't walk away from being a ghost. Like, you're stuck there.
It's like, I just like the confidence in the way I just hear it.
Walk away.
It's just a ghost. Like, I'm finally a ghost. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna drop this life behind me.
Like, you think I want
the life that you just started as a ghost.
Damn.
Pretty wild.
Well.
Okay, so, you want to move to the last segment?
Yeah.
The ghost stories.
Ghost stories. Spook.
Do you have some? I know you asked some peeps. I don't know if they respond. I like the one that said yes, and then they just didn't say shit.
You know who that was. I don't know.
Is that Liam?
No. No. Like, it was really in small text, but I said, this is why you got a small penis. So, that's a big indication of who it was. Yes, it was actually someone told me that, I don't know what this place is, but it's like Jamul. Oh, cool. It's like a desert. It's like, I don't know what the fuck. It's near Rancho. But she was saying that she would see this tall black figure in various spots.
Wait, this is getting into, like, are you sure it was a ghost story or like a racist situation that we need to...
I hope it wasn't racist.
Because we don't have hate speech. We don't tolerate that shit.
Well, no, because she said that it would just stare at her in different spots. And then she would tell her now ex-boyfriend, but he never believed her. But his sister believed her, and then her sister told her, I can feel energy coming off of you.
See, that's just... They're just supporting each other, like...
Racism?
I'm not going to say delusional thoughts. It could just be a really racist situation that you misinterpreted.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't there, but yes.
I trust whoever told you the story. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, it was my cousin, so...
Oh, I definitely want to be that guy now.
Cousin's racist.
Yeah, cousins are definitely... I've never met a single cousin that wasn't racist. Unless it was shortened to cuz, they're definitely racist. But, what else you got?
Oh, she said that she can see into other worlds. That was actually it. That was like, I'm like, yes. But I know the story for that person.
She can see what?
See into other worlds, whatever the fuck that means.
I think that's called acid or LSD. I'm not...
Hypercensored, like, racism. you think,
intense racism.
You think
it's like the people that say, I don't see color. Like, that's just scary. I wish you could see color.
But the person who said, yeah, I know his story. It was like something about him waking up in the middle of the night and the sink just turned on. Or something like that. Like, something turned on.
Oh, is it one of our guys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, a little yippee-ki-yay, a little yeehaw situation?
Yeah, that's why I said.
Oh, okay.
And then he was just like, whatever, and then he went back to sleep.
Yeah, that was a good story. Because, like, I kind of believe him, because even the way he was describing it, I mean, it could be just a delusion. I don't know how old he was. He could just be a delusional child, but it was so detailed. Yeah. And he's not the, like... He's not the type to just compulsively lie about something like that. So
exactly.
I take his word for it. I think he's haunted.
I believe it. I only have one haunted story, like something that happened to me, and it was like if it was a ghost, they're a perverted ghost because it happened in the shower. So like I was.
Oh, it's the same guy that posted seeing girls change. It's the same ghost.
Probably. Because, like, I was in the shower minding my own business because I'm in the shower. And suddenly someone opens the door. I couldn't see because, like, the bathroom is, like, in my brother's room. And my brother wasn't home, so the lights were off. So I couldn't see outside. So they opened the door, and I'm like, what? And I remember them wearing red pants, and I just thought it was my sister. Because I remember my sister wearing red. And I was just like, what? They didn't say anything. And then they
Was it like a child height, or was it...
No, like they were tall. Like it was like an adult man.
It's the same tall black dude that your cousin saw.
I don't know if they were black, though. Like, I just know they were wearing red pants. And then...
Sounds like blood.
So then, like, I say that, and then they just close the door. And I'm like, okay, you freak. Whatever. And so then, like, I finished taking my shower. I really thought it was my sister, even though the height description really doesn't make sense. But I just thought it was my sister. So then I finished my shower. I go out to the living room, and I asked my sister, like, why did you go into the bathroom when I was in there? She's like, what do you mean? I've been sitting here the whole time. And then my mom said, like, yeah, Erica, she did not leave the couch, like, this entire time. And I'm like...
Okay, that just sounds like she's unnecessarily defending her.
Well, no, she's like...
Oh,
no, because, like...
Let's fly this shit.
I don't know. Like, if it was a joke on me, man, I'm a fool because I believed it for, like, 10 years. But then, like, my mom was like, Erica, she was on the couch. Like, she was there the entire time. And I'm like, well, someone came into the bathroom, like, or, like, opened the door. And this is when my sister freaked out. She's like, someone's in the house. And I'm like, chill.
Oh, that's pretty...
You're not the one.
Wild.
You're not the one who saw it. And so, like... She got paranoid and made my dad check all the rooms and like to see if anyone was in or out. And my dumb ass was thinking, oh, it was a ghost. Like clearly it was a ghost, if nothing else.
Duh.
But then my sister really thought like someone snuck into our house and like watched me. So it could have been a real person. It could have been a ghost. I don't know.
It could be someone that just really needed to use the bathroom.
We have like 3 bathrooms.
Oh, damn.
In that house.
Yeah, but he was specifically headed to that one. Like, it's his first time at the house.
Because they're breaking in.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, I really think shit. I don't know where to go.
So let's go to the one where the lights are on.
They don't have a dog. I'll just go pee.
Oh, they don't use AC, man, so it doesn't matter.
It's like, we can't do anything. This ghost coalition, we just created the Avengers.
The Avengers. Oh god, yeah. So
yeah.
That's my one ghost story.
I have the ghost story that I've said time and time again. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. You already know it, but I will repeat it for the sake of the podcast.
Yeah. Even
though I'm pretty sure half of our friends already know the story too.
Yeah.
So in case you guys didn't know, my old apartment in San Diego, it had 2 bedrooms. There was my bedroom and there's the guest bedroom. Mm-hmm. Now, every night, I always lock my own bedroom when I sleep. Maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe I'm crazy. But I used to hear like the shuffling of like feet, like people walking in the living room. Sometimes I hear scratches against the door. And I'd be like, maybe, I'm just lonely and ready to die. I don't know. But even when I would fall asleep on the couch in the living room at night, and the only thing on would be the TV, right in the corner where the door is, I'd sometimes see like a figure standing there. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, again, if it's just my own neurotic mentality, where I'm like, oh, here comes my death.
Or you're racist.
Or I'm racist, yeah, definitely. Any race, honestly, just pick any race and I'll be racist towards them. I'm not, I do not discriminate in that sense. I'm fully discriminatory against everyone equally. But, can't even pick out a gender. They could have been whatever they want to be. But the thing, like, those things were definitely, a sense of like mentality. Like I could just be seeing shit. But there's a matter of fact too. For example, the guest room, where it was the opposite side of my room, I would always close the door. I don't have a roommate anymore. well, that sounds creepy now, but yeah, I don't have a roommate anymore. But, that room always remains closed. At the time, before I befriended many of the JSA people, I didn't have many people coming over. Therefore, the door remains closed, unopened, never touched. Okay. I just don't like it opened. It just gives me the hibba-jibbas. Like it's an open door, you know? And love is an open door. I don't fuck with that. But, what was creepy was every now and then I'd see light coming from underneath the door. And when I'd open the door, there was a lamp between the two beds in the guest room. Like there were very small twin beds. There was, a lamp in between them, and it was on, and it was on the other side of the door. So, but the light switch was right next to the door. So when I would like hit the light switch to turn it off, it wouldn't turn off, meaning that whoever turned on the light, the lamp, must have done it manually from the lamp itself, not through the wall outlet. So I went to the lamp and I turned it off. And this would happen occasionally, every week or so, every 2 weeks, but it would happen. I learned to ignore it. Maybe it's just, a technical issue. Maybe, the ghosts have no respect to my electricity bill. I don't know. But, I think that for me personally, where I started freaking out and then just accepted that there's definitely something, was I was in the living room and one of my friends was sleeping in the guest room. It was like 7 p.m. It wasn't that late. They were just taking a nap. Before they went to sleep, and I saw this with my very own eyes, before they went to sleep, they closed the bathroom door because the bed is right next to the bathroom, and you don't really, who wants to sleep with the open bathroom door? That's kind of creepy. Mm-hmm. So in the guest bathroom, there's also a walk-in closet. It's a pretty good apartment. But anyway, so my friend was sleeping in the guest room. With the room, everything was locked. Like the room was, and then she came out of the room and she said, "Shaheen, I'm going to use your bathroom." And then I said, "What? Why do you want to use my bathroom? It's my bathroom." And then she says, "The bathroom in the guest room is locked." So I say, "Okay." So I I waddle because I was injured at the time. So I waddle to the bathroom and it was locked. And the only way you can lock it was from the inside. No, from the outside. But that's not the unsettling part. The light was on. The light was on in the bathroom. And the bathroom light in my apartment would stay on so long as there's movement. Meaning that if you turn it on and then you forgot to turn it off and you left the house, after a while, I forgot, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, it would turn back off. Mm-hmm. Preserve energy and shit. But it was just on and there was nobody in the bathroom. My friend was asleep and I was in the living room. So I used a coin to open the lock. And then when I opened the light, not only was the light, the closet was opened and light was coming from the closet too. And that's the first time I said, "Ooh," like that was the first shiver I got. I was like, "Ooh." So I grabbed one of my crutches and I'm ready to fight whatever the fuck her name is from the ring or whatever creature pops up. It's just a zombie Adolf Hitler. But, I like peeked it, like I jumped in like ready to fight. There was nothing there. And I was like, ooh, like I had to pick up my heart right from my underwear because it dropped really. And then I was like, okay, like that happened. And ever since then, I know you've had some experiences in the guest room, but the guest room, there's definitely something lurking.
Yeah. Ugh. I remember when you told me the story the first time, and I'm like, whatever, it's cool. Like, I don't care. But then I think, like, Eriko was still there. She was sleeping on the couch, and I went to the guest room, and I'm like, oh, this is very scary. But, like, nothing ever happened, but I do remember There was one night where it was movie night and we watched Paranormal Activity.
Perfect movie.
Yeah, it was great. And I heard something come from the entrance of the apartment, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just crazy. But then Albert was like, did you hear that? And I'm like, oh. So, and then Karina heard it too. So the three of us heard something like happen in the corner of your apartment. And then I'm like, yeah.
But nobody else heard it, right? It was just the three of you.
Yeah, because we were the ones that were closest to that area.
Yeah. And remember when I told you there's a figure that stands in that corner that you were talking about? Like, see, I don't know if I'm crazy or shit exists. Like, there's a small closet there, but I don't fuck with that closet. Ooh, I forgot another, like, creepy story about my apartment. And this one, like, another one that's pretty creepy. And you can ask a few people, they've seen it happen. But, so basically, on my balcony, which we never use for specific reasons, only another person knows, there is a, not closet, there's like a door that leads to the water heater and other shit. I never go out there. I used, but then something happened and I stopped going out there. But, later on, what happened was we were all out of the house. Like, you know how people always stay over at my place, right?
Yeah.
It's basically a shelter for them. And then I just we just walked in together, and then we saw the door wide open. The door outside in the balcony, just wide open. None of us even stepped foot in the balcony. And then we're like everyone started freaking out, and I just told them, just ignore it, keep living our lives. The more we give it attention, the more it's gonna act stupid, okay? It's like a little child, you don't wanna give it that. And then we leave the house, we come back, and the door is slightly closed. And then you go again, and it's almost closed, and then you go again, and then it's like, all it needs is a little push. And then eventually it was fully closed, nobody touched it. Nobody steps out in the balcony. Nobody touches the balcony. It is there. And I remember thinking, like, creepy. That was creepy.
Oh my god.
That's creepy with a creep.
Why is that house haunted?
Yeah, but it was a good time, man. I love that place.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, aside from, the ghost, your roommate.
I mean, they've been decent roommates. They fuck around every now and then. They didn't touch my pee-pee. Like, that's fine.
As far as
as long as they respect my privacy and they're not like horny cats, I'm okay with it. Really against that idea. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our podcast. This was the first episode. We really don't know what we're doing. We're kind of fun winging it.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll probably expand on more topics and get special guests. We actually had a special guest today. It's a ghost. You can't hear him, but he's here. Any last thoughts, Erica?
No, I just hope we get better at this.
I mean, Hong Kong, right? Like, we can do this. We can do this.
Only in Hong Kong.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we all need a rough start. We should have been done with this 3 hours ago, but I mean, we got it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hope that you guys weren't bored, and we'll continue listening to our banter. And
thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, an avocado.
Avocado. All right, I'm gonna stop.